Hello, dear friend, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for August the 9th through the 15th. The most important for this week is that we are at the very beginning of this lunar cycle. There was a new moon on Sunday in Leo, which is a brand new start, and the energy through the week will be higher and higher, and it's a great time to start something new, to be more creative, and overall to be more engaged with the external world. Whether you have some concrete goals you are pursuing, or something that you want to manifest in your life, or something that you want to improve, take some action. The week is very focused on the external world. The other great news is that we are officially starting with our astrology training. It is brand new and it's an amazing combination of lessons that you can learn as soon as you sign up for the program, and also a 5-month live training with regular meetings where you can join us and ask questions live, and we are gonna practice together. We have many examples. We have fantastic bonuses, including live workshops online on career and money astrology, on relationships, and many other interesting and exciting practices. So make sure to sign up, and I would love to see you in our students portal. Now, with that being said, let's begin with Monday. And the aspect that we have, the most important one, is between Venus and Neptune. There will be an opposition between the two planets, which can mess things up when it comes to love, romance, and also financial stuff. So be careful for potential mistakes or things that can make you extremely emotional, or sometimes situations where we may overreact. Make sure to look at things from a little bit more objective perspective, and also perhaps avoid some really drastic important decisions, especially in regards to your personal life. There could be complications or unclear situations, or sometimes unfortunately also lies and cheats when Neptune has this opposition with Venus. But on the positive side, this aspect can also make you extremely creative, intuitive, and you can do something in a very different way by putting lots of emotions there and also using your inspiration in the best possible way. Mercury is having a quincunx with Pluto on Monday as well, which can help us to be more dedicated and focused and concentrated on our work. But it's possible that there may also be some kind of struggles, some kind of confrontations, in some cases even manipulations or secrets that might be revealed. So overall, be careful with communication, with planning, and overall, when it comes to the ideas you have in your mind, don't fall into the trap of negative thoughts or obsessive thoughts. That's usually not very helpful. Instead, focus on the things that you are deeply passionate about. It's a great time for a research, for exploration, for diving deeper into something. The moon is in Leo during the morning, so great time for creativity, for doing something on your own, something that you would enjoy. And after 11 a.m., the moon will be in Virgo, which can help us to be more grounded, a little bit more productive, a little bit more concentrated. So overall, the day is kind of strange and can be a little messy. So be careful, especially with the things that require concentration. On Tuesday, Mercury is having an opposition with Jupiter, which is an interesting aspect that can bring changes when it comes to our goals and sometimes new perspectives. There could be a moment where we may feel frustrated. Something may not go according to our plans, or we may find out that something is not as important as we have expected. It's a great time to expand your knowledge, your worldview, and put some effort towards your long-term goals. For learning and traveling, this aspect can be also very beneficial. But again, the focus here is that we need to put the effort. And it's possible that someone may inspire you, someone may teach you to do something, someone may offer you some valuable information. And yes, it could be kind of difficult maybe to combine everything or to prioritize, but eventually this can be something quite positive. The moon is in Virgo, which can help with our productivity, with being more grounded and being focused on some organizational work, some kind of tasks that are kind of a must, but maybe not necessarily so joyful. Use this to do the things that you know will move the needle and at the same time you are not so excited about. There are such tasks and we need to do them. So on Tuesday, you can totally focus on that. On Wednesday, Mercury will move to Virgo. And this is a very positive position for planning, for being more organized, for being more focused. If you want to prioritize things better, if you want to dedicate more time, more focus on something practical, this is a great time. Mercury in Virgo can be very methodological and very organized, and that can be especially helpful when it comes to work, of course. Venus, on the other side, has two very interesting aspects. One is a really beneficial one with Pluto, which can bring passion and strong desires. It can be great for investments as well, and for being committed to the things that we deeply want. But at the same time, Venus has a minor challenging aspect with Saturn. So we need to be cautious. We need to be prepared for some kind of bumps on the road or some kind of delays or maybe even restrictions. On the other side, the Pluto aspect is a major one. So it should dominate. So the energy should be mostly beneficial when it comes to financial matters, relationships, and everything that we really want. But at the same time, be mindful, be cautious, and don't rush through things impulsively. The moon is in Virgo during 4 p.m., which is beneficial for work and being organized and prioritizing things and focusing on the really important things. After 4 p.m., the moon is moving to Libra, which can really help when it comes to balancing things and finding more joy and also focusing more on our relationships. On Thursday, Mercury is having a creative aspect with Pluto, which can be especially beneficial for your business, for your communication, for some kind of plans that you can make, and even for some financial decisions. This combination can be very, very productive and can help us to organize things, to be also excited and passionate and motivated to do things in the best possible way, and also to have more impact on other people and on ourselves as well. The moon is in Libra, which helps us to focus on the things that we love as well, on relationships, on beauty, and anything that makes you feel joy, and also on finding more comfort in your life. So the Libra moon is one of the most joyful, really. So Thursday seems to be a nice one. On Friday, we have another combination between Mars and Saturn. And this combination can put some kind of restrictions or some kind of issues we need to overcome. Mars and Saturn are not really friends with each other, and such a combination can bring a conflict between our desires to make changes and do something, and at the same time our stability or the desire to keep things the way they are. So in business, we may need to handle with some kind of issues. We may need to be extra patient, very consistent, very grounded, and overall we may need to work harder for the things that are important for us. The moon is in Libra until 8 p.m. So that should bring more understanding. It should be more positive for our relationships and overall for finding the balance. But after 8 p.m., the moon is shifting to Scorpio. And of course, we can expect more tension. Also, we can be more passionate about something. But usually in communication, things are quite intense. So be careful about this. On Saturday, Venus is having a quincunx with Jupiter. So we may need to change something about our goals. We may find that we want something different. And overall, we may want to expand, maybe have more of something. More clothes, more beauty stuff, or more of the things that bring us joy. For some, it could be art. For others, it could be spending time with their friends or with their loved ones. But generally, Venus and Jupiter can expand our desires. And at first, there might be something frustrating about the situation, but usually things improve over time. The other aspect on Saturday, we are still on Saturday, is between Mars and Pluto, which can bring also lots of passion, lots of focus, but also some possible power struggles or issues with authority figures. And in business, there may also be something problematic or something that requires brave approach and radical changes. The moon is in Scorpio, which brings more focus to this Mars-Pluto aspect. And there might be some tension, there might be some issues with other people. So keep in mind that people may take everything too personally. And overall, there might be some kind of heavy atmosphere and sometimes even possible negativity. So this is just a regular phase. We are going through this each month. And the best thing we can do is do an energy practice, a little yoga or a meditation, or my personal favorite, the EFT practice. Anything that will help you to bring back your balance, especially on an energy level. And finally, on Sunday, we have a quincunx between the Sun and Neptune, which can help us to be very creative, but also not very concentrated with things. So perhaps when it comes to work and business, we won't be so productive. Instead, we should focus more on something creative, something that helps us to relax, something that is really joyful. Venus is having another aspect with Uranus, which can bring something surprising, unexpected, and perhaps even shocking when it comes to relationships, communication with our loved ones, and sometimes even when it comes to financial stuff. So be careful with financial decisions, with the changes you are making. And sometimes the changes might actually be totally appropriate and the best thing you can do. Just be aware of the time you are taking to make the decision. Don't rush through things too much. And of course, keep in mind that you may look at things from a more negative perspective, also because the moon is in Scorpio. And this is one of the most uncomfortable positions. So overall, we may notice more what's not okay, what may go wrong, what we are unhappy about. And that is never really helpful. So let it go. Just focus on your energy balance. Be careful with the decisions you are making, and perhaps focus on something that's either more creative or is bringing you more joy. So that, my friends, is our weekly horoscope. As you can see, we have some interesting transformations and changes. And of course, we are right after the new moon, so the energy is a lot and it's great for taking some action. Don't forget also to check our new astrology training. I'm extremely excited about it, and it's like nothing else before. So you are getting so much valuable content and so much practice and examples, and it's truly something that will benefit your professional life, your personal life, and of course your spiritual well-being as well. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week.